What up, Specialist here, and today I'm in here with the last episode of my, what is it, class and session. That was somebody else's videos I was watching before a long time ago, but, how to get better at Call of Duty gameplay, and this is going to be the last Call of Duty or Black Ops, any other type of Call of Duty gameplay that I'm going to post, except for Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is the game I'm going to be posting probably from now on for a long time, unless I completely hate the game, then I'll go back to something else. But other than that, let's get into it. I am first starting out with today, you can see by the top of the video, I'm doing hand motions for some reason, is how to control yourself, how to keep calm under pressure, or just even when it's very calm, how to control yourself. And this is mainly for when you're playing a gameplay, not team deathmatch. I know it's team deathmatch gameplay, but team deathmatch, unless you're doing like game battles or something, you're not gonna have a whole lot of pressure on you unless you're really intense in team deathmatch. Because I mean, you just get kills, and if you know how to get kills, it shouldn't be that hard. So you shouldn't have that much pressure on yourself. But other than that, if you play domination, you will have a lot of pressure on you, so you have to stay calm in that one. And what you need to do, if you ever get into a point where you're down, don't begin rushing. Start to think tactically. Think about how the two flags that they have. Think about, most likely if you're losing, they have two flags, but if they have three, then you're going to really need to start thinking. But if they have two, think about where they're holding out and where their spawns are. And try to work. You're going to have to work with your teammates. If you don't work with your teammates, then this would be very hard to do. So you need to work with your teammates, even if they're not talking, try to talk through your headset so you can flank them, because otherwise you're going to be trying to do this all by yourself, because your teammates are going to be doing some stupid crap that isn't really going to help your chances of winning. So you need to talk to them. Don't start yelling at them saying what a fucking bitch they are. I'm sorry for the language. I don't even like using the word bitch. And so I'm sorry. But, don't start cussing them out because they're not doing what you want to. Just trying to calmly ask them or tell them what you think we should do, what y'all should do. And do that. Don't get mad. Because most of the time, whenever you get mad, you're going to do some of the dumbest things that well, at any time in life, in games, anything. Getting mad never fixes the situation unless the other person's extremely mad too and he's running at you with this fist curled up, about to punch you in the face. Other than that, stay calm. Don't get mad, because in Call of Duty, trust me, you get mad. Everybody knows that you're going to get mad. Just breathe and think, because most likely if you get mad, you're going to start rushing. Rushing is one of the worst things you can do in a situation of domination or something, unless you're the greatest rusher in the world. Other than that, you need to think tactically, especially when you're behind. I mean, if you're rushing and you're ahead, that's fine. I wouldn't prefer that, but if that's what you do and how you play, then okay. But unless you're amazing at it, if you're behind, don't rush. Think about what their team's doing, how they're holding it out, and just compare to the flags, what flags you think you should take. If one's guarded heavily and there's no possible way, then try to actually send some of your teammates to go over there. Try to think tactically of how you could just get them focused on that one flag, making them think you're just going for that flag. Then either you or somebody else goes to the other flag, and you take that, because then it'll throw them off, and some people will start going over there. It takes people out of that flag. And then you're able to, if they do somehow stop you, they're going to have people over there that's taken away. Look at that Tomahawk. That's taken away from you, them protecting that flag, and it depletes the people they have over there. And if your team's any good and you're any good, y'all will hopefully be able to take those guys out that are sitting at the flag. Because most likely, unless you're playing game battles, they're not going to be the greatest players in the world, so you can most likely take them out. So just don't panic. If you're playing Demolition, and that is a very rush-oriented game type. I used to play it a lot, but it's very, very, if you're into it, then it's pretty intense, because, I mean, You get lots of kills. There's a lot of running around, explosions happening. Just think. Slow down. I'm not saying camp in a corner and sit there for 20 minutes, because that's really not helping anything at all, because you're not capturing flags, planting bombs, defusing bombs. You're not doing anything if you're camping in a corner. But if you can actually, if the only time you would ever want to camp is if you're actually up. Because, oh, this is another thing. If you're up in a game, don't get all cocky and start running around like a badass shooting people. Just because you're shooting people doesn't mean it's doing a whole lot, because I learned this from somebody who's playing with. You actually don't want to kill everybody. I mean, might be obvious to some people. I might sound like a dumbass saying it, but never kill everybody you see in domination. I still do this sometimes. Sometimes, because if you kill them, they have a kill cam. Everybody knows it. They have a kill cam, so they will know where you are, where you're heading to. So if you just let some people go, you're then able to flank them, see where their team's going, and then go to the flag and capture it, or whatever you're attempting to do. Also, have choke points. If you're in a heavy lead, try to have your area held down. Have one area that you think is really hard to hold down, and get 1 or 2 people to come over there and help you out. And then hold that little area down and just keep doing that. But if you start getting flanked from one side, you need to then split everybody up. But never start... Rushing is probably one of the worst things you can do when you're in domination. Some people may disagree with me. I don't know. I'm not a genius at this game. I'm not great by anything, because I don't get freaking 74 gameplay. I'm not that good. I'm just halfway okay. But I'm just saying, these are things that I've picked up along the way that have helped me at a lot of times and when I'm in the clutch. Especially also in Search and Destroy. That's a different, really different game type. But unless you know what you're doing, yeah, I mean, you really know what you're doing, and you're just a genius at the game, don't rush in that game type. Rushing is the thing that throws people off and usually loses you the game. Because you just start running around and thinking you can kill everybody on their team. I'm not saying Search and Destroy is the only game type I can halfway leniently see you camping. Just because if it's 1v6, unless you're a complete badass and you're awesome at this game, I really doubt you're going to be able to take them out running around. Or even halfway moving around. You're most likely going to be really smart. You're going to have to know what you're doing. Bait people, but never start rushing around, because that will automatically get you killed, make you start losing flags if you're winning a game. And ultimately, if you're just rushing in domination, you're going to get pwned down. You're going to get hosed down if you just keep running into the flag over and over again, getting mad, cussing at your TV, and then cussing at your teammates for doing the same thing you're doing. It's not helping anything. You have to kind of organize your team, help organize your team, and hopefully you have somebody else on your team that knows what the crap they're doing too, so you can stay organized, don't attack the flags, but organize and think tactically on how to get the flags. Don't just run at them like a crazy maniac. But that's about the tips I have for you for this series. This is the last episode of it. I'm going to try to do a Road to Commander. I hope it works out well. I hopefully don't suck too much. But I'm going to try to do Road Commander. Tomorrow I'll start it for Black Ops 2. Or maybe the next day, because I might start the campaign. I always start the campaign. People might think I'm weird, but that's what I have planned for Black Ops 2 tomorrow and the next day. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the series if you did. And please subscribe if you enjoyed. Then thanks. Peace.